Good morning, students. Before starting a lesson, I want to tell you something that no amount of money, power, and beauty could have matched to someone's smile, to someone's happiness. What does it mean, students? It means आपका पैसा, आपकी पावर और आपकी ब्यूटी किसी भी इंसान की फ्रीडम और सेटिस्फेक्शन और हैप्पीनेस से बढ़कर नहीं हो सकती. Is it true? Yes, students, it is true. It is not always about the money. Sometimes it is just about doing something that would make the other person happy. That's what it means to find happiness in immaterial things. Immaterial things means when we talk about freedom, happiness, satisfaction, and material things when we talk about worldly things like money, power, beauty, etc. Got it, students? That is exactly what today's poem is about. We are about to read Rabindranath Tagore's beautiful poem, The Last Bargain. And before I go on, let me tell you something about this great poet. Okay, students, have you heard about Rabindranath Tagore? Yes, very good. He wrote our national anthem. Now, I will tell you something more about Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born on 7th May 1861. He was popularly known as Gurudev. He was a Bengali poet. He wrote many poems, novels, stories, and dramas. In 1913, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature, the first Asian ever to win this prize. Okay, students? Now, let's start with the poem. Let me tell you the introduction of this poem, The Last Bargain. Okay, students, what do you mean by a bargain? Bargain means a deal, सौदा करना. A bargain is an agreement in which both parties promise to do something for each other. Okay, and in this poem, someone is looking for work waiting to be hired. He strikes a bargain but thinks it worthless. वो बहुत बार्गेन करता है लेकिन उसको ये बार्गेन satisfactory नहीं लगती है. But finally, in the last bargain, when he is hired for nothing, whatever, he is happy as never before. और at the end of the poem, वो एक ऐसा bargain करता है जिसमें उसको कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा है. No money, no power. लेकिन फिर भी वो happy है, satisfied है. Now, what is the bargain and why is it the best? Now, अब हम जानते हैं कि ये बार्गेन क्यों इतना बेस्ट बार्गेन था. Let's start with the first stanza of the poem. Come and hire me, I cried while in the morning I was walking on the stone-paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. Now, students, in the opening stanza, we are introduced with the speaker of the poem. He appears to be searching some kind of employment, so he cries out for someone to hire him. As he was walking along the stony road, the king approached him in his chariot with sword in his hand. The king held the speaker's hand and offered him to employ him with his power. But for the speaker, the king's power amounted to nothing valuable. उसको power valuable नहीं लगा. And what did he do? He rejected the agreement. And then the king continued to his path by retreating in his chariot. Okay, now in the second stanza, the poet says, in the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. Now, in the second stanza, the second offer came in the midday when it was really very hot. An old man offered him a lot of gold in return for his labor. अब एक अमीर आदमी, बूढ़ा आदमी उसे पैसे देने का एक अग्रीमेंट करता है. द मैन वॉज नॉट मच इम्प्रेस्ड. आदमी अभी भी इम्प्रेस नहीं हुआ, सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हुआ. द वेल्थ डिड नॉट अट्रैक्ट हिम, सो ही रिफ्यूज दैट ऑफर. Now, in the third stanza of the poem, the poet says, it was evening, the garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with my smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone in the dark. Now, in the third stanza, the poet says that then it was evening. There was natural beauty all around. There were flowers in the hedge. Hedge means bushes. A beautiful girl came to the man, and she gave a pretty smile. She offered to give the man her smiles in return for his labor. But, however, the man found that her happiness was only sorrow in disguise. सिर्फ वो एक भेष बदला हुआ एक रूप था जिसमें वो हंस रही थी. But as he refused that offer, he went back into the dark. It means कि वो सब फेक था. उसकी हंसी, उसकी स्माइल, उसका हैप्पीनेस, वो सब फेक था. वो दोबारा से सॉरो में ही चली जाती है. Now, in the last stanza of the poem, the sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that began bargain stuck in child's play made me a free man. And in the last stanza, the poet says that this was the best bargain. Now, the man came to the seashore. There he found a child playing with shells. The child offered to take his services in return for nothing. Okay? And what happened then? The poet agreed, and thus the bargain was struck. He felt so happy never before as the child's play made him a free man. Okay, children? Have you got the point, the main point and the central idea of the poem? Yes. It means that the power and money has no value. They can't give man true happiness and freedom. Even the smiles are short-lived. They turn into sorrow and tears. To get happiness and freedom, man must be carefree. Okay, children, now here are some new words in the poem. Let's discuss. Crooked, twisted, bent, wandered, moved about. Not, nothing, pondered, thought, turned away, refused to accept. Glistered, shone, bargain, a deal, hedges, shrubs, waywardly, unsteadily. Okay, students, I hope you have understood the real meaning of the poem and you have come to know the real message given by the poet. Now, thank you student and have a nice day.